What are you currently manifesting into your life? What are you attracting? What type of experience or person or situation are you opening your doors to? My name is Fernanda and I welcome you to my channel Tarot by Fernanda. On today's pick a card, I give you 3 piles. You got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Take all the time you need to pick the right pile for you. Do you pick intuitively? Do not always go with the same number or the same color, because you could be missing on very important messages. Whenever you're ready, do head to the description box or the comment section where you can find the timestamp for each reading. If you are ever ready, a time in your life that you're ready to receive direct guidance from your angels, you can always book a reading, a private reading with me directly on my website, tarotbyfernanda.com. Remember to subscribe, to give it a like, and I will see you in a couple seconds. Hi, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. Now, if you picked the Judgment card, good news, you are definitely freeing yourself from a situation. Okay, so this is something that has been in the works. This is the type of freedom that is not like freedom to do whatever I want or like go out. No. This is freedom from a very heavy baggage that you have been carrying around for a very long time. This type of freedom with Judgment, this is a time in our lives, it's the number 20, and it's the second last card of the tarot deck, of the major arcanas. And it's because before our life can change for the best, before we can be at peace with the life that we have created, most of the times we have to be at peace. Well, always we have to be at peace with our decision, with our choice that we have made. And Judgment, it means that you are getting closer and closer to make a definite decision, something you will be at peace with. Okay, so this is your future energy. This is, very soon you will have the answers, and maybe you could be finding yourself in a situation that you really truly did not know what was best for you. But with Judgment, the way that you have lived your life, your routine, morning routine, maybe you have been like been doing affirmations, etc. And sometimes we think it doesn't work. Well, it does work, and you have been setting yourself in a mindset of being capable of trusting your gut feeling. And with Judgment, it's really a heavy situation that has been waiting on you. And if this is, let's say, about money, this could also mean for a lot of you that you will actually inherit money very soon, or you will inherit like really big amounts of money. Now, if this is more like work related, right? And maybe you were not necessarily appreciated at work, right? And you were waiting for that breakthrough. Well, just letting you know that is that breakthrough. With Judgment, whatever was kind of going very slow and that was waiting so much on you, on your chest, this something is happening. This could also mean for some of you, maybe you are in a long distance relationship, or you are in like a on and off type of relationship, or you have been experiencing a lot of issues with your current partner. This is like aha moment. This is reuniting, okay, between someone who you didn't lose. Like in case that this is an on and off, well, you have always maintained like very strong romantic connection either way, right? It's not like you lost that person, but in a way that person was not there with you. And same thing, if this was a long distance relationship, you two are finally getting reunited. Okay, so this is something that has wait on you for a very long time. If this is also relationship, right? If you are in a partnership with someone, this is a decision that is made that I will say that could go either way, but you will feel free from this. And I just think that, you know, I just want to reiterate, sometimes we make decisions, but we're not at peace with them. And so the life that we are living, we cannot genuinely enjoy it because we're not at peace with it. Sometimes we decide to be with someone, but it's waiting more on us than it's bringing us joy and peace. Sometimes we decide to walk away from a situation, but it's bringing us more, you know, it's not bringing us the peace that we thought it would. But this type of outcome, it means that you will feel at peace with this. You will feel like this was the right decision. And this is the card that comes right before the World, which is when you finally move on to a new chapter of your life. And I just feel like whatever the decision you make, it's completely freeing you from the shackles, from like the chains that you may have carried for a very long time, or a sense of responsibility. Also, if you were dealing with any legal stuff, this is really good news, because this is also, Judgment is talking about you are either making a decision, like a definite decision, a definite choice that will bring you so much peace, or you're also hearing news that was exactly what you needed to hear to finally feel at peace. So this could also mean like legal matters will be like, you will finally be able to rest, you know, because maybe you were really stressed lately about specific matters. So you are attracting a really beautiful blessing, which is freedom and peace and a sense of serenity as well. Let's see right now, what is your current energy to understand this outcome as well. And, you know, manifestation, it is, of course, what we are attracting, but I also believe that we all have things, blessings that are meant for us, and no one can take that away but ourselves. And we cannot necessarily take it away. We can only kind of defer it a little bit. Like we can make it come slower, and so it may take longer for it to come into our lives. But I will see most of you, what is the type of energy you're in, what type of efforts you're putting in as well, and what else can you be expecting from this manifestation. With this Nine of Pentacles, this is letting me know that a lot of you are actually taking a lot of care of yourself. And with the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, this is also telling me that you have probably put some space between you and other people. You started like trying to find your own answers, and you started like pampering yourself. You started like taking care of yourself, of your looks, of your clothes. You started enjoying things, okay? So let's say at any point in your life you were not taking care of yourself and you were just taking care of others, right? Or you're a mom, you're a dad, and you're buying everyone's new shoes, but you're not buying yourself anything new. Well, this is changing, and I sense it now, like right now as you're watching it. You're someone who is already like, you could have started a new diet. You could have like started like taking care more of your hair, of your face, of your aesthetics, but in the sense of like whatever is a definition of pampering yourself or like enjoying the nice things, that is what's going on, right? So for me, sometimes it's like, well, food and taking care of my hair and buying really nice products. But for a lot of you, it could be something different. Like maybe some people really, they don't care about their hair, but they really will care about like the smell, and they will love to have candles, and they never allow themselves to have candles or spend money on that. So I just see that you are like, you realize now that you are such a great investment. Maybe in the past you did not feel so comfortable investing in yourself, investing in your well-being, but now you realize that, you know what, you should not take things so seriously, and you're now investing time, energy, and resources in yourself. I also feel like you are in a more playful mood. I will say, just like this cat, you know what, cats are easily distracted, and they love shiny things as well. And I just feel like you're not, you know how sometimes dogs are like, get really sad when we leave the house, and they're like crying when we come back, but cats are not like that. So I just feel like you are turning into a cat like type of personality more nowadays, but this is for your well-being. Like you have realized that detaching from what people think, from how people feel about you, you know, like you care about people, but you are realizing that you should not take things so seriously, and you should not be giving them so much power anymore. And with the Hermit, this is you finally, like you trying to find answers of your own, and understanding that you are your own person. Like you could be a team, you could be a great team with people, a great team at work, a great team with your romantic partner, a great team with your sister, your brother, you know, like you like to be a great team and a great partner, like a team partner. But with the Hermit, is like you also realize that the answers that you're looking for, or the information that you're looking for, has to be found by yourself alone. It's not something that you can find as a group, because you know that everyone is meant to find their own answers. And with the Hermit, this is also telling me that you are done, or you're in the process of being done trying to change people. You realize that what you have to do is change your life, create that inner change on your own, and then the rest will come. Or, you know, if people around you are not willing to change as well for the better, then they will just, you know, that God will just bring other people, other experiences, other jobs, you know, that will actually be in synchronicity with your frequency. And I just love this, because you definitely are creating a lot of changes with the Hermit as well. Some of you could be isolating yourself a little bit, or, you know, you don't isolate yourself completely, but now you start doing things on your own that before you would not allow yourself, or you would not do on your own. And this could also mean like, going out to dinner on your own, going to the movies. And if you haven't yet started doing that, I 100% recommend that to you, because with the Hermit, that is like, it needs some alone time. Okay, now let me see also if there are other messages for you, group number 1. Also, I do want to remind you, if you have made it up to now, do subscribe, do give it a like, comment, and also if at any point you feel ready to have a private reading, you feel curious to receive like a direct message from your angels, then you can always book a reading with me. My website is down below, tarotbyfernanda.com, and yeah, I'll be happy to do a private reading for you. Now let's see, Ace of Cups. Are there any more messages? I'm just gonna put this like this. I really love this deck. I hope that you love this deck too. It's such a pretty, colorful deck. I love animal decks, and this was a gift from one of my sisters, and I just don't use it very often, but whenever I do, I just fall in love all over again. And then at the bottom, you got Death. So right now, you got the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands as well. Let me see if there is a message for you here. Another message here. So here it is telling me that part of this, like, the reason why you are manifesting, like you breaking free, or you manifesting really important news, or you're going to be receiving really important news that will free you finally, is like a verdict. Why are you manifesting this? Is because with the Ace of Cups, it's definitely you are looking to live a very more fulfilled life. And there are 4 pillars in life, okay? So I will explain very quick. You got the air element, which is that rational side of us, but that also represents education. You know, when we want to maybe focus on that a little bit more, we want to focus on understanding the world in a rational way as well. Maybe we want to meet new people and being able to connect intellectually with them. Now we also got the fire, which fire does talk about the inner fire or purpose, right? Feeling like if we lack a lot of fire, then we are, well, a lot of fire in our reading. Sometimes we're not aligned. With the coins, we're talking about commitment, compromise, you know, commitment, long-term investments, things like that. But with cups, it's talking about the heart. And I just feel like a lot of you that pick pile number 1, you really want to be at peace with your heart. You just feel like you just want to live a kinder life, and you want to be kinder to yourself, and you just want to be in love, truly in love with whatever you do. You want to have like a, you know, a job. If this is about work, you genuinely want to be appreciated because you care about people, and so you want to be like people to care about you, and you the same way, and be as like warm as you are to others. And with this 2 of Wands, I do feel like this judgment, once again with this 2 of Wands, it's talking about that big decision that you are about to make, or the big news that you are about to hear. And with death, it means like you definitely will not recognize yourself in a couple months, because this manifestation is coming very quick. I'll say within the next 3 months, this decision will be taken, and the version of yourself, you're already changing so much, but I really feel like you will not recognize yourself. And for a lot of you, you got a new romantic cycle begin. So a lot of you, this could be renewing vows. A lot of you, this could be reconnecting with an on and off relationship that was going on, or reconnecting with someone you already knew. This is also about like maybe meeting someone new, but it's just someone who this time does align with that emotional need that you have always needed. Maybe at times you have gone with similar values, let's say, so that's earth element. Maybe you have gone more with that physical attraction, that's a fire element, or maybe like that you have prioritized educational connection, you know, like more of a intellectual connection. But this time you just want to know what it feels to be loved. And I just feel like this is such a beautiful thing to be manifesting, and it's beautiful that you are now coming to terms that you deserve that, group number 1. So I do hope that this reading was helpful. I'll see you on the next pick a card. Do remember to subscribe, and sending you a big hug. Bye. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. Now, if you picked this Queen of Cups, I just want to show you that behind this Queen of Cups, you got this King of Cups. So these 2 cards came together. And it's really beautiful to see, because this is what you are manifesting. And I'll tell you a little bit more about this, okay? So I'm going to place them over here. A lot of you that picked this pile, I think that a lot of you could also be men, right? Men and women, I think this is the pile that more men and women will pick. And with this King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, this is making reference of the becoming a truly nurturing person, becoming a truly confident person that is very poised, that is very nurturing, man or woman, okay? And that knows how to lead and how to connect emotionally. So we all can be leaders, but we all would lead in a different way. And for you, with this energy of cups, you lead emotionally. You're capable of connecting with clients, connecting with your family members, connecting. Your way of, parenting is very different also than maybe most of people, because you have a lot of love and patience for your loved ones. And I do think that you strive to be like the best mom, the best dad that you can ever be. Also, for a lot of you, if you are single, this is definitely foreshadowing to manifesting a really beautiful relationship with someone. So you are probably someone who's very soft, who's very nurturing, you don't see emotion as a weakness whatsoever. If you're a man, like, women feel so safe around you, they feel so comfortable around you, like they know you will not take advantage of a situation whatsoever. And I do feel like this is beautiful, because you will be capable of meeting someone that speaks the same love language, right? So sometimes when, let's say, we got a Queen of Cups and we got that Fire of Wands, it is definitely still a beautiful couple. But the thing is, the King of Fires, right? The King of Wands may need a bit more freedom, or may be more independent, while this couple, they have the same love language, and they will understand each other, and they will understand that maybe whatever bothers them will bother their partner as well. And sometimes in a lot of couples arguments, sometimes it's because someone is being bothered by something, but their partner would not be bothered by the same thing, because they have different personalities. So in this case, it's just really beautiful, because I just feel like a lot of you are manifesting a beautiful relationship with someone. If you are already in partnership with someone, this is also saying that the work that you're putting, affirmations that you're doing, the changes that you're doing to be able to communicate and connect with your partner, it's really working, because you two will have much better communication, and you two will be capable of reconnecting again as well. Now, as a woman, for those that are women, I do feel like a lot of you are also manifesting having more time to take care of whatever actually matters to you. I do think that both men and women have been wondering about that, like, what actually matters to me. And I just want to make sure that I'm manifesting a very loving environment in my life, I want everyone who comes into my life to be very loving. I do want to be respected, but not only respected, but to be loved by people. And this is what you're constructing. This is what you're manifesting right now. And this is seriously very beautiful. Now, also, this could be talking about, see how I was talking about a King of Wands? I do think that this is confirming that a lot of you are kind of putting yourself in a very leadership situation. People do look up to you. I do think that you are entering a time in which you're very confident of the way that you are, right? You don't have to explain to people why are you more like soft, nurturing, gentle, like why are you like that, and why don't you fall into the trap of like yelling and swearing and all of those things. And so you're not explaining to yourself anymore. With this King of Wands, it's also letting me that some of you, maybe you like, for sure, if you're single, this is talking about you're going to be coupled up with a new person. This could be a King of Coins, a Queen of Cups, a King of Wands. So, but I really feel like this is talking about same element type of people. So if you are a water sign, you will be coupled up with someone who really gets you, someone who's compatible with you, who also has the same love language. And if you are a fire sign, you will be coupled up with someone who is also like, has a very similar personality and will have a very similar love language as well. And this, with this King of Wands and this King of Cups as well, those you already got two kings. And this is where you're heading right now. I just feel like this is talking about that person who you will be able to rely on. This is someone who you two will create such a great team, and is someone who has a lot of love but also a lot of ambition in life as well. Okay, so if you have been trying to manifest like a partner, or you have been trying to manifest a specific dynamic within your partnership, within your current partnership, just letting you know that right now you are really attracting that very loving but also hardworking partnership, someone who has a lot of ambition, someone who has that sense of like, hey, no worries, I'll take care of you, I'm here to protect you, you can, lay your head on my shoulder type of dynamic as well. Okay, so let's see what is your current energy at this time, to understand a little bit better how you are heading there. So you got here the 10 of Pentacles. So this is interesting. Oh, also before I move on with this 8 of Swords, this is why I'm talking about maybe you have been feeling very lonely, very like confused when it comes to your romantic life. You may have felt left out by others as well. And I just feel like you're attracting people around you that you will not have to be explaining yourself to, and that will see the value of your emotional strength and how easy you can connect with people. Like they will respect that. And so because I just feel like lately you have been feeling a bit more left out by people, maybe unappreciated, maybe been bullied, by your expectations or the things that you think that are the right things to expect, and people have made you feel like weird about it. Now with this 10 of Pentacles, this being your current energy, you definitely, like, your mind has been on creating prosperity, on creating a proper structure. Some of you that do have a family, seems like you are doing your best to create like that structure, something that is solid, so you can all build, like you and your kids, you and your partner can build upon that. I do feel like you are a very strong pillar within your family, even if you don't have kids or a partner. Like you could, as a sibling, you're one of the strongest ones, you're one of like the people can rely on you. Probably with this 10 of Pentacles also, people could be like asking you for money at times because you are in a very safe place. You have created this, it's not necessarily that you're rich, you could be rich, but I think that you have created a level of stability as well. And with this 2 of Wands, I just feel like, okay, this explains why you're manifesting this now. So I do think that your focus lately was to build that stability, to feel like you can rely on that like little couch of money that you have, saved, that you also feel stable. I feel like a lot of you had been taking care of your family as well. You are a whale. Okay, so you are someone, when they say like, I don't want a fish, I want a whale in the market, like when it comes to clients, right? So you are a whale and you are a great catch, but I just feel like you were focusing on other things. You were focusing on your career, you were focusing on your savings, on getting that safety, but you have gone beyond safety. Like you have tons of savings, your career is doing good, it has, taken off and everything, and you have created, like, you're good. And with this 2 of Wands is like, now most of you are at a point in your life that is like, okay, where is my focus now? Where am I going from here? Am I ready for love? Am I ready to, or can I... Also, if you are in a partnership, like, of course, you are in love with someone, but sometimes when we are working so hard on, safety and money and our career, we may not be necessarily in that frequency. Like, we're not like in love. We love someone, but we're not like in love. So with this 2 of Wands, I just feel like you are now deciding what will be your next focus in life as well. I do think that you are also now trying to... A lot of you are single here, so I do think that you're trying to attract that person, you know, and that quality person, because you definitely are a whale in here. And with this bring love into the situation with this Aquarius energy, I do feel like a lot of you that pick this, although you are a very soft, gentle, feminine person, when it comes to opening your walls, when it comes to romance, because remember that emotions, you know, you have emotions towards people, friends, family members, right? But romantic love is different. And I just feel like a lot of you may feel some type of awkwardness when it comes to opening yourself romantically. So you're someone who loves deeply, who connects deeply with people, who can, you know, has really highly emotional intelligence. But when it comes to romantic connections, you know, maybe there is a sense of awkwardness in here. So that's just something that you have to take into consideration. Group number 2. Also, if you like my content so far, you know, do you remember to subscribe, to give it a like, to, you know, comment, but mainly to subscribe, because all of those, and give it a like, because all of those actions do help me for this, for me to keep posting weekly every Friday on this channel, and also for my YouTube channel to keep growing. So you're also got emotions are running high. So this goes with the awkwardness, because I just feel like romance for you is something that is kind of out of your control. And I do think that a lot of you are a mix of a queen and a water and fire. So you are people that are very creative, you're very loving, you also are someone who is a leader, wants to do things their own way. And so romantic connections and getting into like having those honest conversations with your partner and getting deep and all of that may at times be a little bit awkward for you. And so, you know, emotions are running high. I feel like that also talks about like the little control that you have over falling in love with someone as well. So this is something that you are definitely manifesting into your life. And yeah, that was it actually, group number 2. I will see you on the next pick a card, and have a beautiful day. Bye. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading if you picked the Hanged One. So you see a beautiful bird, a yellow bird, right? That yellow, it's definitely a color that talks a lot about happiness, sunshine, but somehow this bird is tied down, or is struggling to fly, because, you know, he got tangled in so many cords in here, like a puppet. So this is interesting that this card will come out for this pick a card, and this is also very beautiful, because remember, this type of readings are really important, because if you do not resonate, or you do not necessarily like, or you're not in love with what you're manifesting, this is a warning. This is something that, you know, your angels, this is information that your spirit guides and angels are putting on your path, so you can still, you know, steer in a different direction, or you can adjust. Okay. Now with this Hanged One, this is telling me that you have been putting yourself in not so ideal situations, and a lot of the consequences from this will, you know, soon be catching up with you. Now, with the Hanged One as well, this could also mean that because you have been dealing with, you know, a lot of things lately, you are manifesting a time that you're just not doing anything. You're manifesting a time in which you let other people deal with stuff, and you're like, I'm done with it. But with the Hanged One, in most of the time is talking about you putting yourself in a situation that is not bad for a lot of you, but that you're being stuck in there. And you know, one thing is like, let's say if you want to eat a bag of Cheetos, okay? Let's say. and you eat a bag of Cheetos as a treat. And now let's say that people now do it as a punishment. It's like, okay, you did this and now I'm going to punish you, eat a bag of Cheetos. It's not the same feeling, right? So you could be in a really good place while you are not moving, while you're not, like, life is not necessarily moving, but it just feels like you may not enjoy this time as much because you feel like you could have done things differently. With the Hen one, it's also a big warning that if you are making a lot of investments, like money investments, you're moving a lot of pieces around, you are manifesting some time in which you cannot take your money out, right? Or it wouldn't be a good idea to take your money out, so your investments out. You may be doing business with someone that will, I'm not saying that it's a bad person, but that will get you into a bit of trouble. So this, if you pick this pile, this is definitely important for you to hear. Like, don't go be like, oh, this is bad news. No, this is a really good warning. And so listen, stay, because of all the piles, I will say that this is the most important pile, the most important message, because this is something that you can still change, because this is something that you're manifesting, okay? So if you had been, let's say, being dishonest, cheating on someone, if you have been like, you know, okay, this has mainly to do with investments, with your career, with money. Okay, this could be as simple as like you're applying to another job and you're not letting this current job know, which is normal, you know, but maybe you're already like really far in the process and you don't let them know, and then they find out and they fire you, and then the other person doesn't even hire you, or will give you an answer in a month or so. So you're kind of like in this tangle up situation, in the situation in which you cannot really, or let's say that you have a contract with this company and they find out that you are trying to, you know, move to a different company. So now they bring up the contract once more, and they tell you, well, you cannot go anywhere, right? And maybe you could have had a different approach. You could have, instead of sneaking, you could have just told them and use that emotional intelligence to connect with them and be like, is there something I can do so you can free me from my contract, right? So with the Hang One means that the actions that you are, the decisions that you're taking and your actions are manifesting a situation that is a tangle up one. You know, it's one that will be like, oops, I could have done it differently. And this could also be a situation that you are isolating yourself from others. Let's say if you are gossiping, if you are cheating on someone, if you're being dishonest, you know, in doing something. But like, you know that you wouldn't mind if people did it to you, but you know that that person that you're doing it to does mind or would mind, and you're relying on the fact of them not finding out, then just telling you with the Hangman, this is foreshadowing, this is your angels telling you, please be careful because it will find out. And you're going to get yourself in a messy situation. With this King of Pentacles, oops. With this King of Pentacles, see, you see the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and you got the Ace of Cups as well. And all of these cards are really positive when it comes to your current situation. And so I think that this is a beautiful warning for you, because a lot of you, I don't sense you having bad intentions. I think that you have the best intentions in the world. But I do think that this is a warning for some of you. If you invested some money, I don't think you're gonna lose the money. It's just that maybe, let's say like crypto, like I don't, other than crypto, I don't know any other type of investments, to be honest, but it's gonna go down for a bit in the next 3 months, and you're not gonna be able to touch that money. So if you put way too much money than you could have, because whenever we invest money, it has to be money that you don't need immediately, right? So if you're going about it the wrong way, so this is about me talking of going about something in the wrong way. It doesn't have to be really bad. It can be as simple as that. You know, let's say your wife, your husband is thinking of using that money for rent, but you are not responsible about that. And because you trust too much, let's say crypto, you put that rent money and you invest it, but then you're gonna be in trouble because that money is not, maybe crypto is gonna go down, and so your rent is not there anymore, and it's going to go back up. I'm having this feeling that this is going to get better, but it's not going to get better by the time that you need it. So be responsible of your investment. Be responsible. If you're doing something, that your partner will mind, even if you don't do it, or tell her or him. If you cannot tell things up front, then you know that you're doing something wrong. And that's something I always tell myself as well. Even like just with my siblings, if I'm doing something that I'm like, no, they won't care. Well, if they truly wouldn't care, then just tell them. And that's something that even if it's hard, and I'm a Scorpio, I like to keep secrets, I like to be sneaky, in a really good way, but that's my nature. And I'm like, Fer, I know that I wouldn't mind a lot of things, but I know they do. So might as well be upfront. And so with this King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, I do see some of you also maybe making plans very long term, and you are not necessarily taking into consideration a lot of other contingencies, or a lot of like the fact that your life could change as well. I also find that with this King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles coming out together, it's very, it's a dynamic that is similar to pile number 2, where we can see the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. But with this, it's like I'm really sensing like you may be after lately, you may be after money, you may be after status, okay? You may be after like changing status, or upgrading, or single or not, like, maybe you're just looking to have friends that have money. You're looking to have friends that, maybe could help your business. So your transactions are not emotional transactions. They really are you looking at your best interest. Okay. So this will backfire. And your angels are letting you know about that. So in case that, like, if if this message resonates with you, this is for you to really like take into consideration. Not let for this to be taken into consideration. And then this card is, don't let your past hold you back. You got this here like this. So maybe you have made not so smart decisions in the past, and sometimes we make one bad decision, or we have made it for months or years, but you genuinely feel that spark of like, I could do things differently, and your angels are telling me you're still on time to change your ways, to change your path. But if you don't, you'll find yourself tangled up. You'll find yourself in a situation that is not giving you much flexibility to do or change anything immediately. And with the fiery climax approaches, this is what they're foreshadowing to, and they're telling you there is a climax coming up, and things will solve, and things will, like, truth will come out, karma will come to get whoever needs to get. And so this is the right time to change your path. This is the right time to change the ways that you're doing things. This could also mean, like, lately your priorities, like I said, is all about money. Your priorities have been about that, and you may lose loved ones. You may lose someone that was there for you all the time. So I just feel like your priority has genuinely been your career, work, money, and you may, also, they're telling me to say first world countries. So maybe you had been dreaming of genuinely enjoying your life, but now you have turned a bit superficial, and you're more about like superficiality and buying things, and you're more of a consumer. And this, maybe you have been spending more than you have, and this will backfire. So if you keep taking decisions from this will put you in a situation. This could be like a trip that you're planning, and you're thinking like one destination, this is where my heart is, or this will be really nice. But the other destination is where I know I'm not gonna come out of my comfort zone, where I know that people that have money will be there, and my people, and blah, 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 all of that. And they're just saying you reconsider because that destination may backfire. Okay, so pile number 3, I do hope that this reading was useful to you. Do remember to subscribe, to give it a like. If you are ever ready to have a private reading, you can book a private reading directly to my website, tarotbyfernanda.com. Okay, and I will be happy to do a private reading for you. I'll see you on the next pick a card, and thank you so much for being here.